Well, it's that time of year again. School is right around the corner. I swear, this has got to be the shortest summer of all time. It feels like just 5 days ago I got out of school. And you're telling me I'm going back in 10 to 15 days? This has got to be some kind of sick, twisted joke. Like, bro, I'm still trying to recover from last year. And when I pull up to school again, I better not be seeing some goofy-ass wannabe gangsters. Like, bro, you're not him. Put down the Benjamin. Since we're on the topic of goofy-ass, let's talk about those quote-unquote popular girls that go up to you and be like, "Hey, bestie, how's it going?" Like, damn, y'all already know it's gonna be a long-ass year when that happens. But besides from how cooked I am, school has a lot of other bad experiences that I'm definitely not looking forward to. For example, when the realization hits after you wake up, you look at the time, you see it's 6 a.m., your alarm's going off, and you realize you are cooked. You're in the same cycle for the next 10 months, waking up early and going on the bus, if you take the bus. Personally, I do. And, kinda sucks, to be honest. Plus, my sleep schedule is so cooked to the fact where I'm going to bed at 5 a.m. and waking up at 3 p.m. Like, bro, please don't make me wake me up at 6 a.m. That is when I'm going to bed! To be honest, the only thing that's good about going back to school is to be able to see all my friends again. Like, honestly, during summer, I'm just an absolute couch potato that sits in my room all day, rotting away, doom scrolling on TikTok. Now, I hear a lot of people talking about this, of how they stare at the wall every day on the first day of school, and personally, I'm able to relate to that. I do the exact same shit. I wake up and stare at the wall and think about my life decisions and how I ended up in this exact moment going back to school. And also, can we just quickly talk about how people cry at the last day of school? Like, bro, what do you mean you're crying? I'm fucking galloping and galloping with joy and frolicking through the fields of freedom. Like, if I were to cry on the last day of school, the only tears I would be shedding are tears of pure joy that I'm out of that prison for a full 2 months. Anyways, let's get back on topic. And I don't know why this is the case, but the teachers always seem so happy to be back at school. Like, bro, shut the hell up. You're not cheering me up this way. They always pull the classic, "So everyone, what did you do during summer?" Like, dude, I'm not trying to show off to all my peers on how lazy I am. Like, I did jack shit during summer. You got Gertrude over there being like, "Well, if you were to ask, I did go on quite an assortment of trips throughout my summer." Shut your ass up. I don't give a shit what you did during summer. You're just making me feel bad. The teachers be retelling us all the rules of the classroom like we weren't here 2 full months ago. Like, brother, do you think I'm a toddler with an attention span of a goldfish? I do not doom scroll on YouTube Shorts all day. I doom scroll on TikTok, but that's besides the point. But then you realize a horrible truth. You look around the classroom and you do not see your friends anywhere. You're in a class all alone without your friends. That has got to be the worst case scenario of all time. And while recording this video, I just found out who was in my classes for next year. And to my surprise, absolutely none of my friends. I have one class with all my friends in it for the whole year. Like, what? What kind of joke is this? This is genuinely going to be the longest year of all time. 3 of my best friends are all in a class together, whilst I'm in a different class completely alone, and I don't really have any friends in it, I'm pretty sure. So, like, that just honestly kind of sucks, you know? Like, they're all just having a blast goofing around in that class, and I'm just alone with my own thoughts. Alright, I'm gonna stop. But yeah, since I doom scroll on TikTok, which I've mentioned a lot in this video, I have seen a bunch of videos talking about like how people are low-key excited to go back to school, and personally, I do not understand that. Like, what do you mean you're excited to go back to school? I bet as soon as you get into the school, you're gonna realize how absolutely cooked you are. And as soon as you sit down in that classroom and hear the teacher yap for the first time, you're gonna regret that you wasted your summer, like, dreaming about school to start again. And I honestly found myself in that trap too. I was low-key excited for school a few days ago, but then I realized, wait a minute, I'm gonna have to do that for 10 months. Say goodbye to free time. Woohoo! So yeah, it's pretty much. And bro, the reason I'm saying that is because I was excited for school, like I said, because I was gonna see all my friends again and stuff like that. And sure, I'm still gonna see them at some points, but for most of my day, I'm just not gonna see them at all. I'll see them during lunch and the breaks and stuff, but like, I'm not really excited anymore, you know? I'm kind of not going to have them in any of my classes, and like, that just ruins the whole fun of school, doesn't it? Alright, I need to stop complaining and just lock in. Alright, now I'm going to list off the top 3 things that I'm least excited for entering the new school year. Number 3, I've already discussed this previously in this video, but waking up early. Since I live kind of out of town, I have to get up earlier than normal people do, like maybe around 6 a.m., which that kind of sucks, but nothing you can do about it really. But yeah, that is quite annoying because my sleep schedule is already cooked from summer, and I'm not going to be able to adjust it in time for school. So I'm going to be an actual walking, living zombie entering that building again for the first time in 2 months.
Alright, now who can explain the quadratic formula to me? Oh, Penguin, you care to explain?
What? Huh? Me? 7? Yeah, like last year I've already fallen asleep in class enough. I don't need to be doing that again for this year. But yeah, moving on to number 2, which is studying and academic stress. Like, that has got to be the worst combination of all time. It's basically the same thing, but, you know, it just... holy voice crack. Anyways, yeah, the stress of trying to pass your courses and get good grades is just absolutely bonkers, and it just... oh, it's so annoying. I don't know how to explain it, but, like... you know, no one wants to do that during school. No one wants to stress about anything. You just want to have a blast. But the higher grades you go up, the more pressure and stress you're going to get. So, yeah. I don't really have much else to say about it because there's nothing you can do about it. So, moving on to number 1, which is going to be the lack of free time. You know, just... school takes up enough time as it is, like 6 to 7 hours.
Oh my god, he said 6...
shut up! But yeah, once you get home from school, the last thing you want to do is to be doing homework and trying to study for stuff, which kind of ties into academic stress, which is number 2. But, you know, like, no one wants to come home from school to just do homework. You want to just chill out, relax, enjoy your day until you have to inevitably go back to school the next day. Just, you know, not too good. It's also something you can't really avoid unless you just are sweat and finish it in class somehow, but... I can't do that. Since we're on the topic of homework, I better not be seeing those people that, like, example.
Well, that wraps up another successful day of work, doesn't it, class? Yep, we only have 1 minute left, so, pack your stuff and, get going, enjoy your weekend.
Actually, sir, you said there was gonna be homework after, this class that you would give us, so, I'm still waiting for that extra credit, you know, so hook me up with some homework and all my peers in this classroom, and let's get learning together.
Oh, right, I forgot that you guys have to write a 10-page essay on why water is not red and why the sky is not green. I completely forgot about that. Thank you so much for reminding me.
Oh, like hell no, please, if you do that for the love of Cheeto Puffs, just... stop and let us enjoy our free weekend. Alright, that's it for today's video. If you liked it, make sure to smash that like button and absolutely destroy that subscribe button. Just kidding. See you in the next one.